A cut-edge research analysis shows how a Brit of 10,000 years ago had black leather and dark blue eyes. Researchers of London's Nature Story Museum recovered DNA of Cheddar Person, Britain's senior full bone, that was found in 1903. College School London researchers later utilized the next genome analysis for a face renovation. It underlines the reality how the cigarette lighter leather feature of contemporary Europeans is a comparatively latter event. No primitive Brit of the age had their genome analyzed. As such, the analysis provides precious new insights in the first human beings to relocate Britain following the recent ice year. The analysis of Cheddar Person's genome, the blueprint for a humane, concluded in the nuclei of our cells, will be published in a magazine, and will as well characteristic in the forthcoming Canal 4 document the first Britain, Secrets of the 10,000-year-old person. Cheddar Person's remnant had been unearthed 115 years ago in Gough's Cavern, arranged in Somerset's Cheddar Canyon. Next survey has shown how the man was brief by present standards, on 5ft5in, and perhaps dead in his previous 20s. Professor Chris Stringer, the musee's study lead in humane origins, told, "I've been student the bone of Cheddar Man for on 40 year so to go person to person in which the guy could include look love, and how remarkable conjunction of the wool, the person, the eye color and how black leather, thing a few year ago we couldn't include imaginary and yet house which the research information show. Fractures on the shallow of the cranium propose he may though include met his death in a forcible way. He's not named how he came to lie in the cavern, but he's probable he was located down there by other in his tribal." The Nature Story Museum researchers recovered the DNA of portion of the cranium close the ear named as the petrous. At first, draft scientists Professor Ian Barnes and Dr. Selina Brackett weren't certainly if they'd get any DNA at all of the remnant. But they were in good luck, not just was DNA canned, but Cheddar Man has received the highest scope, action of the sequence precision, for a genome of the time of Europe history, named as the Mesolite, or Medium Rock Year. They teamed up in researchers at College School London, UCL, to analyze the results, consisting gene expression variants related in wool, eye, and leather color. They found the Rock Age Brit had black wool, in a little likelihood how it was coloured rather than ordinary, dark blue eyes and leather how was perhaps black tan or dark in color. The conjunction might seem remarkable to us present, but it was a overall exterior in West Europe for the time. Stephen Clark, CEO of the Canal 4 Persons document, told, "I believe we all aware we dwell in times wherever we are extraordinarily concerned in leather pigment." Professor Mark Thomas, a geneticist of UCL, told, "It becomes a portion of our insight, I believe how would be a lot superior item. I believe it would be nice if human beings gatehouse it in their heads, and it becomes a slight portion of their expertise." Cheddar Person's genome reveals he was close associated to some Mesolite individuals, as called West Bounty hunter-gatherers, who include been analyzed of Spain, Luxembourg, and Hungary. Holland artists Alphonse and Adrie Kennis, specialists in paleontological pattern making, took the gene-received information and combination them in natural measurements of scans of the cranium. The outcome was a amazingly life renovation of a person of our remote history. Turn pale leather perhaps arriving in Britain in a migrating of human beings of the Medium East about 6,000 years back. The people had turned pale leather and tan eyes and engrossed populations loved the ones Cheddar Man belonged to. Not one's completely certainly why turn pale leather developed in these farmers, but their grass-based dietary was perhaps insufficient in vitamin D. The would include require agriculturalists to consume the significant nutritional of sun via their leather. Down there may be some factors how are challenging reduce leather pigment above period in the recent 10,000 year. But how's the big explain how largest scientists rotate for, told Professor Thomas. The genome results as well propose Cheddar Man could not sip breast milk as an age. The capacity just distribution lot after, following the commencement of the bronzed year. This day Europeans owe on ordinary 10% of their origin to Mesolite hunting love Cheddar Person. Britain has been thing of a boomers and bust history for humans above the recent millionth or so year. Contemporary humans were there as previous as 40,000 year back, but a time of excess common cold named as the recent glacier maximal heard them out several 10,000 year after. Down there's testimony of Gough's cavern how bounty hunter-gatherers ventured behind about 15,000 year back, creation a interim present while the environment brief superior. Yet, they were quickly shipped packaging by else common cold click. Cut symbolism on the bones propose these human beings cannibalized their corpse, maybe as portion of ritualistic practices. Britain was one day once again populated 11,000 year back, and has been populated always with. Cheddar Man was portion of the wavelength of migrants, who walked through a landmass named Doggerland how, in such days, associated Britain to continent Europe. The makes him the senior named Brit in a straight connect to human beings residing there present. The is not the at first try to analyze DNA of the Cheddar person. In the deceased 1990s, Oxford College geneticist Brian Sykes sequenced mitochondrial DNA of one of Cheddar person's molars. Mitochondrial DNA comes of the biologic batteries during our cells and is gone downward solely of a mom to her family. Professor Sykes compared the old gene data in DNA of 20 residing residents of Cheddar countryside and found two matches, consisting story tutor Adrian Target, who became close associated in the opening.